Hello everyone, good day. No? So today we are going to discuss our module 5, no? Second to the last module sa aton nga economic development na class. Right? So in today's topic, no, we are going to discuss about the competition, no? A market competition and the market power. Ano ba lang siya and ano ang iya parang um, contribution, no, sa aton nga market or sa aton nga economy. So let's start with what we call a perfect competition. No, so when we say of a perfect competition, no, um, it is a situation. No, it's a very rare situation in which the market, no, is not controlled by an individual, no, an individual buyer or an individual seller. Kumbaga, it is a very kumbaga ang level of the buyer and the seller do parang equal sila, no. Kumbaga ang nagadikta is the market itself, no. Kitungod nadamo-damo buyer, no, damo-damo seller sa isa ka market, no, nagkakaroon sing natawag nga perfect competition. Kasi ang ga-dictate, no, sang price is not just a single individual or a few individuals, but it is dictated, no, by the demands and the supply, no, in the market. So when we say of a perfect competition, no, a perfect competition, it is which is sometimes called a competitive market, no, is in some sense of extreme type of market that is rarely found in the real world. Naman, because in the real world, no, most of the businesses, most of the market, no, ang ginatawag natin nga parang mga market share, no, is mostly uh, kumbaga ang ara dira is mga big na companies, no, mga parang what do you call this, ng mga big companies na tungod naga-profit sila dako, di ba? Ito dagko sila do mostly kay tungod dako sila nga ano nga business. They are mostly dictating the price, no? The the certain level of the price, no, of a certain product. So nevertheless, no, it is a useful benchmark for understanding how real market economies behave. So what makes perfect competition special is that all buyers and sellers are price takers. Amo na magkugina, no? Wala wala yung ginadikta sang single individual, but the buyers and the sellers and the market itself, no, is dictating the price of the certain product, of a product in a market, no. So being price taker means just what it sounds like. No, buyers and sellers take the market price is given and make their buying and production decisions accordingly. So dala sila yung nag-base, no, sa price nila, hindi yung nga ay hindi gusto ko sa presyuhan mo ni or gusto ko sa taasan price, no. But the price movement in the market is very um parang hindi mo siya madiktahan, no, kitungod may ara sang buyer and seller nga naga parang naga-regulate on that. So next, ano ang market equilibrium, no, in the perfect competition? So we already know what is our equilibrium, no. It is a point where the quantity demanded and the quantity supplied meet, no, para amo siyang center point nila. So as in any market, no, equilibrium for a perfect competition market, a perfect competitive market occurs where the market quantity supplied, of course, equals the market quantity demanded, no. So at the market equilibrium, price equals the marginal cost of production for each business. And if price were greater than the marginal cost, no, the business would have an incentive to expand production. So ang ambot niya lang sinisilingon, no. So kumbaga ako ang price ko, no, were greater than the marginal cost. So may room, no, for additional parang additional production, no. So in return, of course, kung mas makadugang ka sang imo nga production, of course, a more income nga magasulod sa business, no. So kung ang price naman were less than the marginal cost, the business would reduce production, of course, kay kung balaan nila nga parang ang demand is lesser, so they will lessen also their production para di sila maka-incur losses or additional losses. So as a result, no, all businesses end up producing at the same marginal cost, no, parang tanan ara sa tunga, no. Kung sobra or kung damo-damo demand, edi ma-create sila production. Kung kulang naman, edi bawasan nila, no. So which is equal to the market price. Okay? So anong matabo, no? If ang perfect competition parang tuloy-tuloy, no? What will happen, no? In the perfect competition in the long run, right? So what happens in a competitive market in the long run? So if businesses in the market are making profit, now those profits attract new entrants to the market. So just as a sugar attract ants, no? Buti sila kung ang isa ka market have a perfect competition. So makita sa mga businesses nga ay diri gali nung parang wala hindi kami di parang maasi-asi perdi or maka-incur damo losses. It's because we have parang the same line of products, no? The we are parang when you enter that wala sang may mga ay mas barato to sa piyak na store or mas mahal dito nga store given nga the same ang product na gina-offer, no? So mina, no? It will attract a more business, no? That will start open or start their own business. So new entrants are just what they sound like. New businesses competing in the market or existing business in other markets that are expanding into a new market, no? or a additional industry. So in fact, if there is nothing to stop them, such as government regulations or higher startup costs, a market will have new entrants as long as it is looks profitable. So amo nang kakatabo, no? Isa ka parang effect kung may ara sa ginatawag perfect competition in a market. So parang damo mga businesses nga ma-encourage to open their business kay tungod parang equal kamo tanan no? Kumbaga given the same, for example, inyo product is mansanas, no? Parang the same tanan inyo price, hindi kamo pwede ka pasaka or kapabarato sang inyo nga mansanas, no? So mina siya. Kuha mo na yung product, no? So in a market with perfect competition, as long as there is enough time and there are no barriers to entry, mga barriers to entry sa market like kung may mga government regulations na nagabawal, isa na sa mga barriers, no? Profits will tend towards zero, okay? So anong barriers to entry is anything that might take it difficult for a competitor, no, to enter in a market. So next, so let's proceed. Escaping a perfect competition. So perfect competition is good for consumers, no, because it drives down prices. But there's force pushing against perfect competition. So when businesses find themselves stuck in anything that look like a perfect competitive market, they try to escape it as soon as they can. Why? Now they want to show potential customers that they are different and better than competition. So in order to charge higher prices. Now, if one of the downside, no, ng perfect competition is that if parang damo na, no, sa isa ka line of product, damo ka mo gabaligya, no? The same pa ang price. So parang ikaw as a negosyante, no, you will have the urge, no, to parang ay kinahanglan ko mag-create something, no, with the same product na mas higher ang quality compared to other the same product, no, but in return I will charge higher, no? Kumbaga mas syempre ikaw man as a business, you have to distinguish your own product na in kailangan mo mag-earn more profits na amo na siyang number one goal de. So how can a business escape perfect competition? So the best way is to build a better product. So makreate ka a better product compared sa iba, no? And you will say, mas better ako sa mini nga product kay mini nga business kay tungod moy muni akong product or something like that, no? So ano pa gid, no? At least do something that differentiates your product from those of your rivals like sa mga shampoos, no? Sari-sari man ang product sa shampoo but they are trying their best, no? To prove the consumers na mas better ang product nila. So ano pa gid ang isa ka way nila to escape the perfect competition is advertising, no? Kung amo na nga like maski nakadako sang business like the Jollibee, no, they are still using the tool of advertising, no, kasi it is like saying to your consumers nga ari pa kami di and we are offering new products, no, ga-offer kami mas better new and improved products naman, no? So mina advertising is a paid communication with potential customers through public medium, right? So what is a market structure? Ano ba lang market structure? So if a market does not operate under perfect competition, how do we describe it, no? What if wala perfect competition, which is a common common parang kind of market nga wala isang perfect competition. So economists have classified markets into several different types. Na ano-ano ni sila. So they are classified according to the number of buyers and sellers and the intensity of competition. So one market structure nga ginhatag ko din, which is the monopolistic competition. Ano ning monopolistic competition? So it is different from monopoly, guys. So niya monopolistic competition, perhaps the most common market structure in today's economic monopolistic competition. So this type of market is characterized by a large number of sellers with similar but not standardized products, no? Amo na siya ang common na with similar, similar products. Amo to ang example ko kagina ang shampoo. So the shampoo industry, have a different range of products you can choose from, di ba? And they are all shampoos, no? But hindi siya standardized. Kumbaga, ang isa ka shampoo is different from another shampoo. No, they are creating parang gina-diversify nila, pero tanan na sila shampoo, no? Amo na siya ang ginatawag ng monopolistic competition. So damo seller, the same product, the same industry, no? But hindi standardized ang product, meaning sari-sari ang makita mo sa market, no? Domina siya. So next is oligopoly. No? Oligopoly occurs when a small number of sellers in a market produce similar products. Small is usually defined in this context as 4 or fewer. Isang oligopoly. Another is the monopoly. No? Ang monopoly naman is it is the exact opposite ng ginatawag na perfect competition. Sa perfect competition, damo seller, damo buyer. No? Pero ang monopoly is a market in which there is only one seller. No, and buyer have no good alternative. So meaning wala choice si buyer but to buy their product. Tungod isa man lang na sila nga naga-offer or nagabaligya sa market. So as you might expect, a profit maximization monopolist will push up its price to take advantage of its control over the market. Yes, kay isa man lang siya, no? So he or she or the business have the power, no, to increase their price because isa lang sila ang gabaligya sa market. For example is that ang Kapelco, di ba? Although regulated man siya, no? But the Kapelco is an example of a monopoly market, no? Or a business. Tungod isa man lang sila ang parang electric provider, no? Nga nag-exist sa market. So, mina siya, right? Mga sa mga different market structures. So next, perfect competition versus the market power. Right? So, ano ang benefits ng perfect competition? So first, no? The essence of a market economy is that all economic activities in a market are voluntary. Yeah, kahit kung mag-buy and sell ka, wala man niya may kapilit si mo nga magbakal ka, and wala man niya may kapilit si mo nga magbaligya. No? It is your own free will and your own decision to buy or sell a certain product. So business choose to produce and sell because they benefit by earning the highest profit possible. So buyers make purchases because the value of the goods or services to them is greater than the prices they pay. Kaya mo na parang goal na to as a buyer and a seller. So in a market, all trades of money for goods or services are mutually beneficial. So both buyers and sellers win. Something like that, no? Itong hindi mo kaya magbakal, like ako as a buyer, hindi mo kaya magbakal sa product nga less than, no, sa value nga ginpay na ako, no? Di ba? Something like that. But also, sa seller, hindi mo kaya magbaligya na sa product nga, excuse me, na ikasamad or once ang akon nga business. Okay, so, but perfect competition goes further. In a market with perfect competition, businesses are price takers. So as long as the market price exceeds the marginal cost, no, businesses automatically choose to increase output. No? Itong damo demand, hindi ma-increase sila sa output nila. Okay? So the downsides of a market power. So last, the market power is the ability to raise prices above the level that the perfect competition would produce. So by restricting the quantity supply, no, like before, no, example sina, no, parang ang market, no, one of the parang power, no, market, no, is the ability, no, to price above the level of that perfect competition, no. So paano? By reducing the quantity supply. Kaya kung gamay ang supply, damo demand, hindi magataas ang price. So higher prices and lower quantity supply lead to higher profits for a business. Yes, but anong effect niya? No, the buyers or the consumers tend to feel na parang na-abuse sila, no? So, no, so these higher prices hurt customers and course, no? So what's more, business with market power have to artificially hold down production and sales to keep up their parang prices nila. So, muna siyang isa ka downside sa market power. Right? So, that's all, no? So thank you for listening and answer your activities that follows, right? So thank you and have a good day everyone. God bless.